Season 4, Episode 9, The Scammer's Playbook. The team began rewriting the narrative by empowering survivors to share their stories and launching initiatives to counter skepticism. Ethan revealed the rationalizations scammers used to justify their actions, while Emma and David faced legal threats from exposed scammers. Together, they developed a bold idea, a satirical scammer's guide, to expose the methods scammers use to manipulate victims. Emma and David sit in a sleek studio, reviewing the final edits of their first video for the Scammer's Guide campaign. The screen displays a charismatic actor pretending to teach a masterclass in scamming, complete with fake scripts, red flags, and dramatic reenactments of typical scams. "Welcome to Scamming 101, the actor says with exaggerated confidence. Lesson 1, find your target. Lonely? Financially secure? Overly trusting? Perfect. Emma pauses the video. Are we sure this won't backfire? Some people might think we're glorifying it. David shakes his head. We've added disclaimers and survivor stories at the end. It's clear this is educational. People need to see how ridiculous and harmful these tactics are. They click publish. Within minutes, views begin to climb. The public reacts. Linda, Diane, and Eric, now seasoned advocates, watch the video launch from a community center. Linda grins. This is brilliant. It's exposing the truth in a way people can actually engage with. Eric scrolls through the comments. A lot of people are thanking us for showing how these scams work. But, he hesitates. Diane leans over. What is it? There are some comments from people claiming they've used these tactics. Eric says grimly. They're defending it, saying it's just business. Amara arrives overhearing the conversation. That's exactly why this campaign matters. If scammers see themselves in this, it might plant a seed of doubt. And if victims recognize the signs, we can stop the cycle before it starts. Back in Nigeria, Ethan studies the video's impact. Ethan sits in his modest office, the glow of the laptop screen illuminating his face as he scrolls through the comments on the Scammer's Guide video. Some comments are from victims sharing how they were nearly scammed, others from people expressing newfound awareness, and a few from self-admitted scammers defending their actions. Ethan's phone buzzes, a message from Amara. What's the reaction like on your end? Ethan types back quickly, mixed. Some scammers are mocking it, but others are uneasy. It's definitely making waves. Amara replies, keep an eye on their responses. If we can reach even one person who's questioning what they're doing, it's a win. Ethan leans back, reflecting. The scammer's comments remind him of his younger self, desperate, angry, and rationalizing unethical actions. He begins jotting down ideas for the next video, wanting to expose the psychological toll that scamming takes, not just on victims, but on the scammers themselves. Emma and David face questions. Emma and David sit across from a skeptical journalist during a live interview about the campaign. The journalist narrows her eyes. Don't you worry that this campaign could inadvertently teach people how to scam? Emma shakes her head. Our goal is transparency. The more people understand how scams work, the less likely they are to fall for them. And for those who might be tempted to scam, we're exposing how shallow and destructive this lifestyle really is. David chimes in. We've seen people reach out after watching these videos, admitting they want to quit scamming but don't know how. We're showing both sides, the victim's pain and the scammer's own struggles. The journalist nods, intrigued. And what's next for this campaign? Emma smiles. We're planning to take it further, community workshops, survivor support groups, and partnering with cybersecurity experts to make the internet safer. Amara and Linda counsel survivors. At a small community meeting, Amara and Linda sit with a group of survivors, listening as they share their experiences. One woman, Sarah, breaks down as she recounts losing her life savings to a romance scam. Amara places a comforting hand on Sarah's shoulder. What happened to you isn't your fault. These scammers are experts at manipulation. But by sharing your story, you're helping others avoid the same trap. Linda adds, you're not alone in this. There's a growing network of survivors who understand what you've been through. Together, we're taking back control. The group ends with a sense of empowerment, Sarah even agreeing to share her story in the next workshop. Ending for Episode 9, The Scammer's Playbook. As night falls, Ethan receives another message from Amara. The next step is showing the emotional toll on victims. Can you dig into the internal communications you mentioned? The ones where scammers talk about their guilt or doubts? Ethan replies, I'll see what I can do, but some of them aren't ready to admit it. Meanwhile, Emma and David review the initial metrics from the video. Views are skyrocketing, and new messages flood their inbox. Some from survivors, others from scammers seeking help. Emma leans back with a tired smile. We're turning the tide, David nods. One story, one person at a time. Next on Episode 10, Turning the Mirror. Ethan uncovers private conversations among scammers, revealing the emotional toll of their actions. Meanwhile, Emma and David focus on the victim's recovery journey, partnering with Amara to highlight the devastating impacts of these scams. Can the team continue to shift the narrative and inspire change on both sides of the scam? Find out in The Hook, Episode 10, Turning the Mirror.